basic highlight of the different dimensions of BIM. Firstly, where do we start off? We start off with two dimensions. Two dimensions is X and Y axes. This is hand drawing, this is AutoCAD. The second dimension I'm about to tell you is the third dimension. The third dimension is the addition of adding the Z axes. So in 2D you have X, Y axes. On the third dimension we have X, Y and Z axes. 3D BIM is perhaps the BIM we are most familiar with. The process of creating graphical and non-graphical information and sharing this information in a common data environment, which is called the CDE. As the project life cycle progresses, this information becomes ever more rich in detail until the point at which the project data is handed over to the client for completion. Now, the fourth dimension is taking simple 3D geometry and applying the time element. 4D BIM adds an extra dimension of information to a project information model in the form of scheduling data. This data is added to components, which we build in detail as the project progresses. This information can be used to obtain accurate program information and visualizations, showing you how the project will develop sequentially. Time-related information for a particular element might include information on lead time or how long it takes to install or construct a specific element, or the time needed to become operational. The sequence in which the component should be installed and dependencies on other areas of the project. The fifth dimension is taking simple 3D geometry and applying the cost to that element. Drawing on the components of information model, being able to extract accurate cost information is what's in the heart of 5D BIM. One of the advantages of extracting costs from the information model is the fact that the data can be created at any time during the project, and the information that feeds cost reports is regularly updated. This is a living cost plan and helps teams design and budget because of the cost managers are engaged from the start of the project. This allows for a faster and more accurate reporting of the costs at early stages of a design project. If you compare this to a traditional approach where the cost manager report may be updated a few times during early stages of the project, with complete designs only fully costed at the end of the project, this makes a big difference. The cost manager may have to get used to working earlier and more iteratively than in a traditional process, but that's just the important role to play when doing 5D BIM. 6D BIM. Now, 6D is the project lifecycle information. The construction industry has traditionally been focused on the upfront capital cost of construction. Shifting this focus to better understand the whole life cycle cost of assets, where most money is proportionally spent, should make for better decisions upfront in the design process, both for cost and sustainability. This is where 6D BIM comes in. 6D BIM is sometimes referred to as integrated BIM or IBIM. 6D BIM involves the inclusion of information to support facilities management and operation to drive better business outcomes. This data might include information on the manufacturer of a component or its installation date, its warranty, its maintenance, the details of how it should be maintained or how it should be configured and operated for optimal performance, along with the lifespan and decommissioning data.